Hey you guys, this is Jamie Lo Tallulah, and I am here for a video that I just filmed and ran out of space for, so now I got to do it again. Anyway, I am doing a one-on-one swap with terryo1 here. We're going to trade ATCs, and I had no ideas what I wanted to do. And so, of course, everything comes out weird. You totally go in a different direction. So couldn't think of anything, so I grabbed my faux gumball machine. Miss Cookie made this for me. Isn't that awesome? And she had put some goodies in my package, and then I have been just adding to the gumball machine. So there's a bunch of stuff in there. So I decided to take that out and see what I could come up with. So I used some of these that I got in a package. And so I want to thank everybody who gave me pieces that I used. So I got some of these. Rosa, who's Color Explosion here, had given me some of these ATCs. And they're like really sturdy. And I haven't used all of them. So I decided, well, let me get these out. I used some of these from Miriam's Crafting Supplies. You know I love her shop. Some of these foil leaves that I got from Hobby Lobby like ages ago. I've had them for years. Some of these little yellow flowers that somebody gave me. And some of these blue flowers somebody gave me. Oh, I need to get some more of these. See this company right here? Does anybody know about that company and whether they have fast shipping? Because I hate waiting. That, I used some of my Studio G ink, and I'm trying to think what else I used. That's pretty much it, and some paper, of course. So I'll show you this is actually the second one I did. I had this paper from a swap, so I cut that out, put it on this card, put some glossy accents on the gears on the bike. There's a piece from Miriam's Crafting Supplies. Put some glossy accents on the flowers over here. And these were out of the gumball machine from various people. This is a Michael's flower. That's the flower I showed you. Put some glossy accents there. And so that's the card. And then I put my little thing on the back. So that's one. And then I'm going to put some kind of like something here, but I had to wait for the glossy accents to dry. So now that it's dry, I can go back. Then I actually drew two things. So this one, the background, I had already done with Martha Stewart glitter paint and some soy paint and a little bit of pink. You can see a little bit of pink that came through and stuff like that. And it's just, the background was just sitting here, and I was like, I don't know what to do with it, blah, blah, blah. It's been sitting for at least 2 months, maybe a month. Yeah, probably a month. And then I was like, well, let me see, I'll draw something on it. So I drew out my girl, and then I put her in with permanent marker, some Sharpies, did some not stamping, but did some shading here. And then for her hair, I used all kinds of stuff. I used a Tombow marker, I used a Sharpie, I used some Spectrum Noirs, I used some metallic permanent markers I used all kinds of stuff for her hair. And then, of course, I wrote words in it. I tend to do that a lot. There's some of those blue flowers and some of those little pieces that were in my gumball machine from people. And so here she is. And then here's the back, and it's called Blue Dreams. Da, da, da. And then here's the third one. The third one, I used the thing again. So I used all that stuff. And then I used this piece of printed paper. And it is who is this by? DCWV Affinity Stack. It's one of the Affinity Stacks. So I used that as the background, so that's why her face has different colors in it. And then after that, I went over the face with, that area before I actually did her face. I went over this area with Tim Holtz Distress ink in the Vintage Photo and the Scattered Straw. Those I got from Marilyn G. And then I was like, okay, there was a piece here, and I was like, that looks like an eye. So I drew the rest of the face based off the piece of paper that had the eye looking thing there. So I drew her and colored her in. I used some of my regular color pencils, some Sharpies, and I used my Spectrum Noirs. A set of Spectrum Noirs. Oh, I wish I had gotten another set, so I'll have to wait till they go on sale again. And I have that video planned for you guys. People want a comparison, so I have that planned. Then, as you see, I used some of those metallic leaf cutouts. And then this was a button that was somebody had given me. And it actually had a different center. When I cut the shank, it fell out. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I put this piece from Miriam's Crafting Supplies, that yellow flower, and then one down there. So she's got her curly hair and her hairdo. And then on the back, let me turn it on the back. There's my little piece, and it says her name is Harvest Queen. There you go, Harvest Queen. So that's one of one. So those are my 3 ATCs for my swap with Terry. So I hope she likes them. They're dimensional, as you'll see. So hopefully she likes them. If not, Terry, you can send them on back, and then I'll keep them in my stash. All right, see you later. Bye. Bye.